I know, like, I'm starting a bunch of new series. These are all book ones and series. We're not talking about it. We're not. I didn't start it. I don't know what you're saying. Welcome back to the Phoenix Library. I hope everybody's week has been fantastic. I've had a nice chill weekend. My husband got a day off, so we had like a 3-day weekend. But guess what? We're getting ready for May's TBR. I know, it's insane already. I say this every year, but I feel like the years go by so fast. And as you get older, especially when you become a mom, I feel like they go by even faster. All that being said, let's get right into it. We are going to pick 6 books from my trusty TBR jar. Are we going to get through all 6? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. And then I also need to get my pick done for my book bingo, which I've been doing so well on, just FYI. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm really excited. I love getting to see what kind of books I'm going to be reading in the next month. It's just something about it that's like really, really exciting. I look forward to this video every single month. And I don't always get through all of the books. That's part of the fun too, I think. So let's see what we get first. A book that you think will make you cry. That's not hard to do. Everything makes me cry. Everything. I could literally pick any one of these books because I have a feeling they're going to make me cry. Okay, I picked my book. You guys can tell me if you agree or not. I've been hearing about this series a lot. I have seen people do vlogs, and in every single one of these vlogs, they've cried. So finally, I'm jumping on the hype, guys. Never done it before. Stay tuned. Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh, and this is book 1 in the Boys of Tommen series, and everybody and their mothers and their grandfathers and their cats and their dogs are talking about this series, and every single person says that this series is going to completely wreck you. If I want a book that I'd say 98% positive is going to make you cry and completely wreck you, it's going to be this book. I'm starting out with a thick one. Part of why I've hesitated so long on reading this book, because the way I'm understanding it is it's got a lot of triggers, and if you guys have watched my last video, you'll kind of understand why that makes me a little nervous. But I've also heard it is so good and it's so worth it. So we're gonna do it, and we're gonna cry, and I'll have tissues, and it's gonna be a mess, and I'm here for it. If you haven't heard of the Boys of Tommen, let's talk about book 1 a little bit here. Johnny Kavanagh has everything going for him. On the rugby pitch, he's a force to be reckoned with. Even plagued with a hidden injury, everyone knows he's heading straight for the top. But that means there's no room for mistakes or distractions, not even the shy new girl at Tommen College, the one with the sad eyes and concealed bruises. He needs to stay focused, keep his cool, and not let anything get in the way of the bigger picture. Except, before he knows it, this lonely girl has become his only picture. Life has never been easy for Shannon Lynch. Bullied and tortured, she arrives at Tommen College midway through the school year, praying for a fresh start and desperate to shake off the demons that plague her. But when she meets the notorious Johnny Kavanagh on her first day, her plans to keep a low profile are at serious risk. As they fall into a complicated friendship and grapple with their undeniable chemistry, hidden pain and complicated secrets threaten to be their undoing. But Johnny won't give up on Shannon, no matter what it might cost them both. And at the top right here, it says he wants to save her, she wants to hide, she's damaged, he's determined, fate brought them together, love binds them. This sounds so good. If I'm understanding the people that have been talking about the Boys of Tommen, I believe they're all standalone books. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, but they're basically about a rugby team in college. So there's different boys in this college and they're all playing rugby. And so it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of got a sports romance theme to it because they all play rugby. It's going to be interesting because I've never read a book where they played rugby. So that's going to be kind of interesting. And I like how their names written on the pages. Johnny and Shannon. This is going to be book 1, and I'm kind of excited about it because I've been wanting to get into the Boys of Tommen for a while. I just didn't know if I was going to be emotionally able to. But, you know, unless you try, you don't know. And so, again, book is going to make me cry. I believe this is definitely going to be it, especially considering how I'm already, just by reading from the back of it, I'm already resonating with Shannon, and I don't even know her story. I'm definitely going to cry. All right, let's go on with book number 2. I'm digging deep. I'm digging deep. I'm diving deep. I'm going in no my heads I want to go. Okay, ready? What's this one? The shortest book on your TBR? Okay. Well, I'm going to go look at some pages. Stay tuned. So I found my smallest book on my shelf at 269 pages, and that is Vicious Secrets by Morgan Bridges. And this is book 1 in the Obsidian Order. I found this book at Walmart, and you guys, it sounds so amazing. It's got like ninja assassins. I'm a ninja. Like every single game I play, I'm a ninja. D&D, I'm a rogue. Yes, if I could be anything, it would be a ninja. And in fact, I have been thinking about that so hardcore that I've been debating with this idea of writing another book that's gonna sole focus around an FMC who is a freaking ninja, y'all. But just ideas in my head. But anyways, let's read this. A woman fights her dangerous attraction to this sexy assassin stalking her, but he's the only man who can save her. The moment she pulls a knife on him, Delilah becomes Xavier Donovan's obsession. He'll do just about anything for the fiery green-eyed beauty, even betray his father, who has him shackled to the Obsidian Order, a secret society of assassins. So when another member of the Order asks him to watch over Delilah, X is more than ready to honor the request. There's only one thing he can't do: take full possession of the gorgeous innocent woman who's claimed his heart and soul, at least not yet. Ben, Delilah's foster brother and only real family, has steadily grown more distant over the past few years. When his occasional texts dwindle to complete silence, Delilah suspects something more sinister is at play. She turns to X for help, but he wants to do more than that. He wants to make her his. Now Delilah must fight her attraction to X if she hopes to find her brother. However, her resistance to the assassin is challenged when the Obsidian Order forces her to be the bride of one of its recruits, and X is the only man who can keep her safe. But who will guard her against X and his need to consume her? It sounds so good. It sounds like it's gonna be almost like a mafia, only not because they're assassins, but it's gonna kind of give that mafia romance vibe in a way. Is there a specific trope name for like assassin romances? And I like the pages. It says no one touches what's mine. Right on the... I'm totally here for it. Like, I read the back of it when I was at Walmart and I absolutely had to pick it up. It sounds like it's going to be an amazing time and I'm here for it. We're going to go from Boys of Tommen to the Order of Assassins. This is what I love about books. So on to book 3. We're just getting right through these today. Let's see. I've got lots of books to choose from. At some point I'm going to have to do a book haul because I've gotten some new books to share. All right, book 3, a book with a title you love. Okay. You know, honestly, I've never really thought of that. I've never actually just looked at a title and went, oh my gosh, this title is awesome. So I have to go look and think. Okay, so after looking at all the books, I like this title, The Silversmith, and it was actually the title that drew me in to look at this book when I was at Walmart. I actually just picked this book up yesterday and I saw the name first and I was like, ooh, that sounds really interesting. So then I picked up the book and read the back of it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to read this book. I think this one technically qualifies because, like I said, it was the name of the book that had me picking it up to begin with. That's what attracted me to begin with. Book 3 is going to be The Silversmith. She was born to save this world, but falling in love will destroy it. This is by L.J. Claren, and this is book 1 in the Salverin series. I'm not sure how many books there's supposed to be. Shadows are closing in, and the fate of the world rests in the hands of a grieving girl who never asked to be chosen. Still reeling from the mysterious deaths of her father and brother, Ari Gold survives by sheer will alone in the icy wilds of the north. But when strangers arrive with stories of long-lost magic, Ari is thrust into a fate far larger than her sorrow. The realm of Nerida is under threat. An ancient shadow wielder has risen, determined to plunge the world into corrupted darkness, and only Ari can stop him. They say she has royal blood, that magic runs in her veins, that she is already promised in marriage to a powerful commander whose army is her only hope of winning the coming war. But her fiercest challenge will not be on the battlefield. Assigned to shape her into a warrior is a man cloaked in violence and secrets. cold, arrogant, and maddeningly unreliable. He isn't her betrothed, but he may be her undoing. Arai is powerless to resist the impossible attraction building between them. Will she follow her destiny or risk everything for a love as wild and dangerous as the power that's awakened inside her? Go for the wild and dangerous. Yes, wild and dangerous. We're here for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Wild and dangerous. Yes, for the win. For the win. But this sounds like a really good book. I know, like, I'm starting a bunch of new series. These are all book ones and series. We're not talking about it. We're not. I didn't start it. I don't know what you're saying. Moving on to book 4. I'm just like, I'm getting right through these guys. Well, where'd you go, Garfield? He was supposed to give me luck. Oh. Well, you know what? Go back in there. I want this one. I got cat hair. Downside to lipstick and animals, I swear, you guys. Okay, a book by a new to you author. You know what this means? This means another book one to a series. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the book I chose. I do not know this author. I've never read a book by her. This is Hannah Nicole Mehrer, and this is Assistant to the Villain. This is book 1 in a series, and I've been hearing some pretty funny stuff about this. I'm actually looking forward to it. Look at the inside cover. That is really cool. And then I wonder if it's the same thing on the back. Yeah, it's the same thing on the back. That's so cool. It's like a little frog with the crown on it, like the Frog Prince. I've heard some conflicting things. Some people said it was good. Some people didn't like it. Some people were bored. A lot of people found it amusing, that it's going to be a good time, a lot of laughs. Seeing as how I've got a lot of darkness going on over there in a fantasy romance that's probably going to leave me on some crazy kind of cliffhanger. I'm looking for some humor, so we're going to give this book a try. It has been on my TBR for a while, and then it's got like a sprayed edges of a dude on there. Assistant to the Villain is a laugh-out-loud fantasy romance with severed heads hanging from the office ceiling and employees betting on which interns will be fed to the dragon. It doesn't have an exempt back here, but from what I've heard from other people talking, you have this girl, I have no clue what her name is, sorry, but you have this girl who really needed work for some weird reason. She needed money, couldn't find a job, and so when she's walking through the park or something like that thinking her life is over, she sees this piece of paper where basically a villain is looking to hire somebody to be his assistant, and so she goes and she ends up working for this villain. Beyond that, I have no clue about anything of this book. Like I said, the only thing on the back of this book is you just can't kill people and be pretty. It's confusing. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be hilarious. And I'm here for some laughs. Book number 5, book number 5. Are you going to be just as good? Book number 5. Okay, fine. We're going with the top one. Okay, a book with a one-word title. All right, so I picked Powerless by Elsie Silver. I had another choice that I could have picked, but it's another fantasy romance, and I feel like I'm reading a lot of fantasy lately. So aside from Binding 13, like everything is fantasy so far. Just let's go with some romantasy. I love the Chestnut Springs series. It's a series that I'm trying to complete, and this is book 3. And so let's see, 2 childhood friends, 2 broken hearts, 1 impromptu road trip to get away from everything. That's all this was supposed to be. To Jasper, Grievous's fans, he's the handsome, talented hockey heartthrob on TV. But to Sloane, he'll always be the lost boy with the sad eyes and a heart of gold. Okay, first off, I love Jasper. You meet him right away in like book 1, and I was the first time he was introduced, I'm like, oh my god, I cannot wait to read his story. I hope he gets a story. This is his story. And then you meet Sloane in Heartless, which is book 2, and I felt like there was some chemistry going on there. So this is going to be interesting. The man she's loved in secret all her life. Ooh. So when her life falls apart on the day she's supposed to marry someone else, okay, it only oh yeah, duh. I'm remembering now. It only makes sense that he's the one to swoop in and save her. And when his world comes crashing down around him, she's there to return the favor. But the more time they spend alone, the more Jasper isn't looking at her like a friend anymore. He isn't touching her like one either. And after all these years, he's still everything she's ever wanted. Everything she thought she could never have. Their feelings aren't straightforward, though. They twist and turn around the pain of Jasper's past and the reality of Sloane's present. Jasper Gravis might act like he wanted her, but after years of turning her away, he's gonna need to prove it. Hell yeah. Prove it, buddy. Prove it. I want to see it. I want to see the hearts. Step up. Anyways, this sounds really good. And then up here, it says this book contains a hero to die for. And I believe it because Jasper, I don't know much about him. He's like a mystery in the book so far. You only touch on a little bit of him. So I want to know more. I want to know more about Jasper. And it looks like we're going to get it in this book. And I'm here for it. I'm excited. Woo! May's going to be awesome. All right. Book number 6. And then we're going to do our bingo, guys. Okay. Make it a good one. Well, they've all been good, to be honest. Okay, what do we got here? A book with a pretty cover. Ooh, I think I know which one I want to do. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I might end up regretting this one. I don't know. We'll have to see. But When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Look at the cover of this book. I absolutely love it. I think it's very beautiful. It's silver. It's got a dragon on it. And like roses and wind, and it looks like it's got a little castle here in the corner. It's just such a pretty looking book. It's book 1 in the Moonfall series. But you guys, this book is a thick one. Oh boy, is this a thick one. Luckily some of these other ones are smaller, so it might not be too bad, but yeah. Let's go ahead and read what it's about. An assassin. Oh, great. We have another assassin. I'm loving it. Let's do it. This May is the month of assassins. My TBR right now is like Assassin Appreciation Month. As an assassin for the rebellion group Fjorduoth. They're testing my ability to read, guys. I can't even pronounce this girl's name. Hold on. Do they have pronunciations in here? Come on. Tell me how to say her name. Aha, pronunciation guide. How do we say her main character girl's name? Rave. Okay. Her name is Rave. Okay, guys, sorry. I had to do that. Rave's job is to complete orders and never get caught. When a rival bounty hunter turns her world upside down, blood spills, hearts break, and Rave finds herself imprisoned by the Guild of Nobles, a group of powerful fae who turn her into a political statement. Crushed by the loss of his great love, Cain Vager took the head of a king and donned his melted crown. Okay, morbid. Now, on a tireless quest to quell the never-ebbing ache in his chest, a clue lures him into the capital's high-security prison where he stumbles upon the imprisoned Rave. Echoes of the past race between them. There's more to their story than meets the eye, but some truths are too poisonous to swallow. Interesting. This sounds like it's going to be a good time. It even has cute things on the chapters. Like each chapter has like a different picture. That's kind of cool. So see, like that one's got that. This is book 6, guys. We're going to end May with a thick one. I mean, I don't necessarily read them in the same order that I drew them. Like I'll look at my TBR and I'll go, which book do I feel like reading next? Okay, let's get to our book bingo. So here is what the book bingo is currently looking like. We have got 2 books in one row so far, and on the top row, and then 2 down the middle because there's a free space. So let's go ahead and spin our wheel and see what we get. Okay, so let's start with the alphabet. Okay, so we got B. B's good. We can work with B. I think we have one in the B category already. So looking back here, as long as we don't get a 1, then we're good. Otherwise we have to re-roll. Now let's roll our number and see what we get. Ooh, 3. The one we're wanting is B3. That's awesome. That'll give me 3 in a downward row. Finish a book in a day. Crap. Okay, I will attempt. So I guess if I don't actually finish a book in a day, then I don't get to mark that one off. I think I'm going to tie that in with the one of the assassin books that are already on my 6 books, because it is a small book. Like, if I remember correctly, it was only 262 pages. If I plan my day out just right, where I like literally have nothing planned, I could probably get away with it. I don't know, maybe I'll even vlog it. Can I read a book in a day? Sounds like a good video to do. That's actually what I'm going to do. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned, subscribe, stick around, because let's see if I can read a book in a day. I'll vlog the whole experience. Don't worry, it'll be spoiler free. Be looking forward to that video coming out in May as well. Yeah, I'm really excited about my books. I will also have my club book, which I don't know what it is. I am part of a book club from Fable. We don't actually know what our book is going to be. It used to be that we'd find out, we'd make a vote on the third, on like the 2nd, and then we would know on the 3rd of each month. But lately it's been like the 7th or 8th of the month before we find out what book that we're going to be reading. So I don't know. For me, it's a tad bit annoying. I feel like if you're going to create a book club on Fable, then you need to be dedicated to it and not just like abandon it because all these people are took the time to join your club to read books, and I feel like you owe it to people to keep it going. Like, even if you have to add some admins, because I'm sure you could, so that you could delegate. So if you're having a hard time, because life happens, like if you're having a hard time or something, then just delegate the club to your other delegates to keep the club going. Just letting it fall apart just makes no sense to me. Yeah, but anyways, I'm just rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are having an amazing time reading, because it is still only April. What books are you guys currently reading? And do you guys know what you guys are going to be reading next month? And if so, what one would you say that you are the most looking forward to reading? For me, surprisingly, it's this one. Also though, real quick, I also wanted to talk to you guys about the books that are coming out in May. Books that these are books that I'm looking forward to, that I want to read. First off, there's Fury Bound. Okay, that's book 2 in the Wolves of Ruin series. Direbound was absolutely amazing. People compare it to Fourth Wing, but I'm sorry, in my opinion, no. It didn't remind me at all of Fourth Wing. I absolutely loved Direbound. I thought it was an incredibly good book. And after the way it ended, I cannot wait to find out what happens in book 2. So you can guarantee that I already pre-ordered it, but you can guarantee that I am going to be reading that book immediately. You also have the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, which is book 6 in the Dream Harbor series. Yes, I cannot wait to read that book. I have met Daisy. I think the guy who's going to end up being the main MMC, and I think that they're going to go well together. And they've already hyped up some story about Daisy in the previous book. So I kind of have a feeling of some of the stuff that they're going to go through in the book, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get back into the Dream Harbor series, because it gives me all the Gilmore Girl vibes, you guys, and I'm obsessed with Gilmore Girls. Okay, the last time I checked, and I do not know if this is still going to be the case, but at least I have it written down here that A Queen Crowned in Flames is supposed to come out in May. I just don't have a date written down. I'm going to have to look that up, but it's part of the Bonded to Beast series. The book 1 is A Fate Forged in Fire. Now, that book wasn't a god tier book series for me. I wasn't like crazy about it because the girl kind of bugged me a little bit. I'm hoping that book 1 was all a learning curve for her, and that she's going to mature and smarten up, and things will be better in book 2. That's the hope. And that's supposed to come out in May. So fingers crossed. Like, I'm going to give it a read, and hopefully, because it's not a bad book. The story is good. It has me intrigued. I want to know what's going to happen. It's just I'm having a hard time liking the FMC because she's kind of dumb. And that is all for the books that I know of that I'm really looking forward to that's coming out in May. So yeah, let me know if there's any books in May that I didn't mention that are coming out and that you're excited about and interested in. And let me know that down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!